I backed this game on Kickstarter. I backed it on Kickstarter just because it looks like a really edgy Souls-like. I have no idea if this is going to be any good at all. This is the backer demo. This is not publicly available. I don't actually even know whether I'm allowed to show this off. I'll find that out before I actually release the video. Show monster HP high. That's not right. No key binding options, no options or anything just yet. This is very much just to say, hey look, we are still working on the game. It's still progressing. There's very few people working on this, I believe. But I've been following the guys on social media for a good chunk of time, and they're clearly looking at some stuff that's interesting to look at. So it is a 2.5D game. I probably should have read those, shouldn't I? Left trigger sprints, jump, basic attack, strong attack, guard, use item, dodge. So, oh, hello, there's a guy there. Okay, the frame rate's not great, has to be said. Or actually, what I should always do before I start playing a demo, I should always do this, and I never do, is let's bring up. See, I don't even know actually how to pronounce the name of the game. Is it Velaster? Velaster? I don't know. And I'm looking in completely the wrong folder, which is why I'm not actually finding the game. Because I'm an idiot. This will surprise 0% of you, I'm sure. Hey, editing Demajen, you can probably cut this stuff out.
A few moments later.
Oh, there we go. We got some FPS. I don't think it's so much the frame rate as it's frame pacing, potentially. Ooh. Yeah. So we're getting some frame pacing issues. Keeping in mind though that this is, I think, Unreal Engine. No, this is Unity. This is Unity. So Unity does have some weird wonkiness with 3D games. The graininess of the light rays is a bit weird. If you reach the edge of a ledge or cliff while jumping, you'll hang onto it. While hanging, you can either climb up or jump. So we've got we're a paladin for this. We've got a chunk of stats. Lifesteal is one of them, which interests me greatly. I love some lifesteal. We've got a pretty straightforward inventory screen. I'd like it if this looped round. I like the fact that they've got slightly different sound effects for the different things, which is kind of unnecessary, but, you know, it is what it is. Don't know what's... Oh, these are like skill tree style things. Okay, tooltips aren't there yet. Hello. Oh, I saw... I vaguely recall seeing the work in progress stuff for this on... It would have been Twitter, though I don't do Twitter anymore. But the devs have quite rightly been proud of showing off the various kind of weird and twisted character models that they have got going on. I don't want to... Oh, that you can't quit out of that. Okay. Controls, Xbox. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. I would have liked some graphics options and stuff, because the text top left looks a little, well, the text in the box looks a little bit blurry. It's really not a big deal for this. That feels good, actually. Let's do that again. Yeah, there's a little bit of delay. You can't jump away. You have to jump, and you cannot attack while you are there. At the Cross of Penance, you can perform penance. Doing so will reset your character's status and restore your potion count. Additionally, if you die, yes, it's a bonfire. Move cross. Did I play a demo of this before? Or did I play a demo of something similar to this? As far as I can remember, this is the first time I'm playing anything related to this. This seems to be Velaster. Oh, we did. I played a demo in 2022. Is it this that I'm thinking of? Let's have a look-see. Sorry, I'm just skipping through one of my own videos here, like the massive egotist that I am. Oh, it is. It is this. It's the one with the rats. Oh, they've done a visual upgrade since then. This looks much more. What was that? Move to the upper floor. This man is hitting his head. The lighting is nicely glinting off this armor here. Move in and out. It has collapsed from the upper floor. That rock texture is a little bit weird. Move. Oh, hello. Interesting that we've got a shift in camera as well. Oh, I'm going to try perfect blocking. That was far too early. Whoa. Ooh, I found an issue here. Whee! Okay, that reset him. Okay, I think we may have a bit of an issue with the block, unfortunately. Ooh. Some attacks cannot be blocked. Dodge or use perfect guard. I'm a little bit confused as to how the... Oh no, never mind. I know what's going on. You dead? Demon bats. Oh, okay, that's a warning that he's going to explode. There's a good feeling of impact, and I can tell that they're trying to get the enemies to react in an interesting way. Doesn't quite look right just yet. Oh yeah. Can't do that. Gotta do this. Insignificant shardstone. That's my strip at no. One thing I will say though, the camera is nice and smooth when you're moving between these different locations. It's panning quite nicely. I've seen some indie games where that is just not. What the? Huh. I want to test something. Yeah, the way the camera's moving is actually quite nicely done. That's also nicely done. Moving slightly into the background to then climb. A little bit of auto climb at the end. Vitality herb. We can't throw ourselves off this as well because it automatically... Oh, no, never mind. We can actually jump off ladders if we want. Yeah, the way the camera's tilting... Whoa. No fall damage. Yes, I think there might be an issue with enemy attacks. Skill. Right trigger and X. Right trigger and Y. Right trigger and B. Okay, I think move cross is actually teleports. Okay, that brings that up. That's a cool looking shrine. I think I vaguely recall when they showed that off on social media as well. Right, we've got a collider issue there. This is typical me, finding all the weird things. Oh, it's you! Oh, I'm not facing the right way. Yeah. Uh-oh. Right, well this... If I hit him... Yeah, right, I think... Okay. Blocking enemies with the shield is bugged. I'm actually going to stop recording this because I don't think it's fair. I'm going to go and report that bug instead.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
We're back with Velaster. I got in touch with the developer. They were very apologetic. They've patched the demo. I'm hoping that we will now have a properly blockable experience, shall we say. I really feel like with that animation there, they need to walk through the doorway. A little bit of a loading issue there, but that's fine. So in theory, we should now be able to properly block without enemies going wibble at us. So let's try this out on... There we go. We've got actual impact on the shield and can attack, and they don't go. Yeah, bit of an unfortunate bug. They were very apologetic. They even put out a Kickstarter message apology. Yeah, it's clear that they've been working hard on, getting this demo up to speed. I meant to actually watch the. Didn't go this way previously. I meant to actually watch my previous video. Ooh! Oh, we've got full-on proper 2.5D here, with changes and everything. There's nothing actually here, which is a bit odd. But yeah, we've got proper camera movement. I like that. I'm glad I came up here. Oh, there's actual kind of full-on exploration to do here. Hello? Are you still alive? Your life has been as troubled as mine, it seems. Okay, that's kind of creepy. Talk? Bearer of both blessing and curse. Do you remember our meeting? I do not. Okay. Oh, this isn't this isn't like a pre-animated thing. We actually get to take this track for ourselves. Oh. Who is the figure depicted in the statue, and what does the monument commemorate? I don't know. Oh, this is interestingly done. This is very interestingly done. Obviously, I've played 2.5D Metroidvanias before, but I've never played one with this degree of moving forwards and back and interactivity in this regards. That's... I've spoken in demo playthroughs before about what is your game's unique selling point. What makes it stand out? What does it do differently to how other games have done things? And that is different. Ooh, there's our perfect block. Sometimes it feels like we're getting an extra hit in, and I think it's on the second part of the combo where we're pulling the sword back. It doesn't quite feel like it is connecting properly. It could simply be a when the hit stop actually occurs. Yeah, do we get a hit on the thrust and then a hit when we pull the blade out? Oh, you explode, don't you? Oh, yes. We've got a stamina management. Ah, that feels much better. But there does still seem to be some slight issues in terms of how the enemy attacks link up. Their feet move a bit. That takes us into there. Insignificant shard stone. The patch to the demo did seem to delete our saved data. I suppose considering it's a reasonably major... Oh, interesting. So those enemies do actually move a little bit. Right. We went up here before, but I'm going to do it again because there was the thing. I can't remember. Oh, shoot. Let's not do that. Don't think there's any way of making our climbing faster. Oh, I should probably try out these special abilities as well, shouldn't I? Vitality herb? Was that vitality herb before? Don't actually remember. Nor do I remember whether there was anything up here. That's going to need a double jump to get across, isn't there? Ooh, a little bit juddery on the jump. That could do with being... Oops. Yeah, that needs smoothing a little bit. I don't know what's causing that. Let's put on that. Stamina recovery. Right, Punisher, Apostle, and Judgment. Yeah, still, that's going to need... Oh! You can actually stand on that, but you can also kind of clip through it if you hit it at the right angle. Right, this guy... Ooh, 2 hits. 2 hits, Dema. How did I use the heal? I forget. Oops. How did I use the heal? Oh, was it? It was right bumper. Was that a full heal? Maybe it's percentage based, but we haven't had a health upgrade yet. Okay. Ooh. Right, we've got wall climbing. That feels nice and sticky, but not too sticky. Getting the feel of a wall climb right is quite tricky. Yes, the 2.5D space is being used very interestingly. We don't have a map. I mean, clearly they're going for the Souls-like experience here, as opposed to the Metroidvania experience. Oh, hello. Oh, you charge. Oh, that was not a well-timed parry. Oh, you're just stunned. I thought you just died by... Ow. I like the fact that they can go through to different rooms because of how the world's put together. Are you gonna die? No, but I am. Also, my health potions don't seem to be going... Ouch! Oh, he's leashing. Oh, no, he's not. Ah, now he's dead. Lots of cool background details. Insignificant. Yeah, I like how things are just kind of hidden away in the backgrounds of this. Oh, yeah. Terrain switch. Nice and smooth. Don't need to change the direction that we're holding the controller. Oh, this level's going to loop round and over itself, isn't it? Oh! Oh, that's Again, it's novel, but also quite cool. Hello. Nope. Oh, I don't have... Oh, there's a cooldown on it. I think there may be... Ow. Oh, that did put it on cooldown even though I got knocked out of it. That's absolutely fair enough. That parry feels nice. I feel like there's probably a counter move that we can get. But no, I don't think our healing potions are going down. I think they're probably supposed to be. Maybe that's disabled for this demo. Clawing. Ooh, some extra attack. Whip. Right, there's a way down there. I tell you what, though, I am going to get really lost. I've read that as vanity herb, though. But because these little offshoots are, they're kind of like, you know, your little secret passages or your little nubs that you'd find in a Metroidvania. So it's not like they're massive side areas. I don't need to keep track of everything with more precision than I am. Yeah, it will be very interesting if there is eventually a map for this, how that would work. The second claw ring. Oh, I need to put it down. It's not a case of you just click on it and equips. You actually need to place it as well. It's a good job I found the second claw ring, otherwise I wouldn't have noticed that. That's pretty much on me, to be fair. Right, we went that way, didn't we? And then it switched. Yeah, that's really smooth as well. The way the camera is moving is very smooth indeed. Yeah, we've got some slightly iffy textures in places, probably for performance reasons, I would think. Right, we didn't go down here. Is this just a little offshoot room, or? I keep reading that as vanity herb. I don't know why. I don't know what this says about me. Nothing good, probably. Oh, hey. A couple of spikes down here. And a giant hand. And another one. Only the prepared may open this door. Embrace the trials that lie ahead. Within them lies the promise of enlightenment, as well as the peril of oblivion. Yeah, that does hit twice. I'm not very good at the block timings, it has to be said. Okay, they didn't give us a chunk of extra time to react. I feel like they should probably get knocked back a little bit more. Don't think he's dead. No, he's not. Oh, no leaping attack for you, sir. Yeah, so the combat is a little stilted. I think partially because of the 2D plane. That, again, is a really cool visual. An eerie aura lingers. It can't be opened right now. These statues remind me of a little bit of Grime, the game. Not the musical genre. A little bit of Messengers from Bloodborne. Got some nice lighting on those statues in the background. I don't know who set up those spikes or why. There's no way through the spikes, is there? No. We've definitely got that feeling of this world is fucked. Probably by demons. I'm assuming by demons. It strikes me that demons... Oh, I've got a sprint. I've forgotten about that. L2 to sprint. Oh, and you can climb ladders faster with it as well. That's good to know. It did probably tell me that at some point. Doesn't cost stamina either. Right, so we've been all the way to the left and done all the things over to the left. Well, I say all the things that I know of. Let's head right. There's one tree. You can see it go down, up, down, up. Just top right of where our character is. Nice. You did. Let's go in here. Oh, we came in. I came in here before. I played a little bit more. Yes. Get the black chain cross. Huh. Oh, that unequipped both. Oh, no, it didn't. It just made one of the icons disappear. Okay, that needs a little bit of working. These people have seen better days. Corpses hang from the trees, scattered all around. What could have happened in these ruins? Indeed. Indeed. I wonder whether this is eventually going to get some kind of gruff voice acting. Though I suppose if they did that, then... Oops. Yeah, the way the enemies move when we hit them isn't smooth yet. It's getting there. I can see what they're going for, knocking the enemies around with our hits, but they don't quite seem anchored to the same point properly. We get a lot of distance on our dodge roll. Possibly a little bit too much, though to be fair, I'm never really going to complain about defensive options in a 2.5D Souls-like, because one of the things that developers tend not to do in Souls-like, 2D or 2.5D Souls-like, is they tend not to actually give you the necessary defensive tools. How do I get to you? Pick up. I can't get to you. I've got no option to do so. Am I going to you in a roundabout way? Oh, there's an enemy right there. Ladder. I think this is supposed to be a fog effect on the doorway. It could do some animation. Ooh, we've got an end of level thing to the left here. Like, we haven't put any extra walls after that. Hello? Is that a head? Oh, and again knocked out of it. Whoa! Okay. We slide back a bit after landing from an air attack, but when we actually come into contact with that thing on the ceiling, it knocks us all the way back to there for reasons. Whoa! But it doesn't do it there. In fact, it's anywhere in this region that's pushing us back. It's not colliding with anything in particular, it seems. Oh! Oh! Okay. And this is the other side of that face door. Okay. Again, in terms of unique selling points, this is doing level design in a way that I haven't seen in a 2.5D game before. Actually, I don't think I've seen it in a 2.5D game at all. You know, this is... It's not quite the complex kind of level design that you'll get in a 3D Souls-like. But it's still way more complex. Oh, and we're on the other side of the ladder for this one. Just little things like this stand out. Yeah, see, we've got that kind of weird grey texture. Does that show that we're on a specific side of specific side of the world? Oh yeah, we're climbing up sideways this way. This is all very smooth in terms of... that wasn't so smooth, admittedly. In terms of the interaction with the environment, this is well done. Again, I can't remember how many people are working on this. You used the rusty key to unlock. Oh, I'd skip the whole thing. I prefer it if it skips to the end of the text and then you hit it again. I don't mind typewriter effects as long as I get the ability to skip the typewriter effect. Our number of heals has finally gone down by 1. I was kind of expecting a boss fight there. Oh, there's another one of those, just to the left-hand side of the screen there. There's another one of those bushes that's going up and down as we move left and right. It's there, and away it goes. And it's there, and away it goes. Again, this is not me taking the mick. This is just me pointing things out that are vaguely entertaining, and obviously things that will end up getting fixed. Penance. Right, we've got a way of going down some steps. Whoa! Oh, I think that's the first instance of the camera getting stuck behind something. Yeah, just there. As we overlap this door. It's only for an instance. Okay, so these face doors are essentially from the other side doors. Oh, I made that. I wasn't expecting to. Oh! We've got actual climbing on the backgrounds. Nice. The amount of more interesting environmental interactivity is nice. Isn't there a way of just climbing up and down? Yeah, we just gotta hold down. Ooh. Yeah, getting a good sense of scale. 2 rats. Oh dear. That doesn't feel great. Oh, I am actually losing health potions now. Oh, knocked out of it again. It needs a bit more poise. Oh, that's a sword buff. Yeah, the fact that these things can hit you twice and hit you again before you can get up. I think they need a bit of extra work. 94,310 souls. Really? Whoa. Yeah, can you see how we're being hit multiple times? Realistically, we should be hit once and then fall. No, didn't want to do that. I want to do this. Oh, okay. Ah. Small cache of things. Mendley flower. Broken fang. Rotten flesh. Burning sunlight ring. Hello. Yeah, it feels like they need a bit more of a stun state. Find out. I must confess, I am a bit lost. My bearings are completely gone. This is not necessarily... This isn't really the game's fault. This is a me issue. For those of you who know me because of my making of Metroidvania maps, I've spoken about this many a time before, but I think it bears repeating here. I make maps because I've got a terrible sense of direction. And the more a level twists and bends... Oh, you hit on the... he seems to be creating a sun. Going to avoid him. What was I saying? Yes, maps. I make maps because I've got a terrible sense of direction. I'm going to have to leave that there for the time. Oh, we've just looped back around to that. Interesting. Yeah, I'm going to have to leave that there because I'm still not well and I'm feeling particularly rough today. And I don't want to prejudice my experience by trying to play when I'm not feeling... Whoa. Oh, is there an archway there? Cunningly hidden? There is. There was... Whoa. Poultry? Oh, let's change this as well. Hold on. Well, there was a crack. Well, there is a crack in the wall there. The Passage of Evil. I like that as a as an introduction to the area. It was kind of stark and in your face and the kind of thing you'd see in a horror film. Is this going to where I think it is? It is. Shortcut acquired. Yeah. Whilst I have reservations to an extent about the combat, which is right now just a little bit clunky. Don't get me wrong, the animations on our main character, very nicely done. Hitboxes are seemingly pretty decent as well. I think the next step is going to be getting the enemy to react organically to those hits. They are reacting, but they're not smoothly moving between states when we hit them. It looks less like we're battering them about, which is essentially what we're doing with our sword, and more like they're playing several set animations, but they're not blended together, if that makes sense. I believe the Unreal Engine can do that by default, but I don't know anything at all actually about Unity 3D. The only experience I've had with Unity is very much the 2D side of things. But yeah, it's nice to see that this is making some progress. It definitely feels to me like it's a smoothed out experience versus the previous version played. Of course, the fact that we've got controller support, I vaguely recall, couldn't we only use keyboard and mouse in the 2022 demo? Now, just as a final point, since I've talked about 2022 and now here right at the end of 2024, in the past you may have heard me critique the changes between the first demo I played and the second demo that I've played. And my expectations when it comes to demos and the progress that it makes, I'm not always very fair. I know this. I'm not always very fair when it comes to what has been presented to me. And I appreciate that a chunk of that is, in this particular case, is that I see 3D games as more difficult to create than 2D games. They're probably, depending on, if you know what you're doing or not, they're probably not actually, hugely more difficult to do in some ways. But obviously I've played several 2.5D games that don't look as smooth as 2D games, and I think it's because of animating the models and so on and so forth. Whereas with 2D games, you just move the sprite back or what have you, or make the sprite flash, and that wouldn't look natural in something like this. So you've got to have the enemies reacting. In some demos, it's like, well, if it's a 2D sprite demo or 2D hand-drawn demo, and there hasn't been a huge amount of improvement in my eyes between, say 2022 and 2024, I'd be thinking, well, that doesn't seem like a huge amount has changed, and I might be a little bit harsher. Here, there is still clearly work to be done, but we're looking at a more complicated endeavour, in my opinion. I don't know anything about behind the scenes, but in my opinion, it looks like it's a more complicated endeavour. And Souls-like games are difficult to make anyway, by all accounts of the people that I've spoken to that are making them or have made them. So there's very clearly progress been made here. The 2022 demo was very early and very rough, but it was very much a this is what we're working on kind of thing. And I think this is coming on a pace. I really like. I don't think I can sell this enough. I really like how this game is doing exploration in the 2.5D space. Apart from that one slight issue that we had with the camera, and it was very, very minor. I think it just clipped back through something ever so slightly. Apart from that, the camera has been incredibly smooth. I haven't been thrown by the change of perspective at all, which is nice, because as somebody who grew up on the old Resident Evil games and was never any good at reacting quickly to the changes in fixed camera perspectives, this is doing it in a much more smooth and more natural, more intuitive way. And the fact that it's doing it at all is really, really interesting. The way they must have the character on a track that is... I'd be really, really interested in some behind the scenes on how this on how it works. It could be that it's actually really simple and easy, but I don't think I've ever seen it done. You know, you've had the occasional moment in something like Shadow Complex where there's that little bit of background interactivity by getting into a turret or something, or say in Venture to the Vile, where you might move backwards and forwards between layers, but that's just that's a quick hop backwards and forwards. There's been none of this camera moving and panning and curving round. Mars 2120 did a tiny amount of this, now I think about it, in its Spider Cavern maze section. But that was very much everything's at right angles and you're just turning a corner. In fact, it did it 2 or 3 times, didn't it? In other places as well. But it was very much a 90-degree angle, 90-degree angle, 90-degree angle. This is doing it in a much more interesting and smooth and organic way. As I said, I've no idea how difficult that is to do, but it's really captured me. Hopefully you can hear that. It's really captured me as something that definitely stands out. I doubt it's going to be enough to carry a game. You know, I started talking about unique selling points and what sets your game apart. Well, that sets it apart, but it's not quite enough to carry a game experience. But it's certainly something that I've managed to talk about for a few minutes. So it's got, in my opinion, some merits. This demo is only available, as far as I'm aware, to Kickstarter backers, and I do need to go and ask the dev whether I'm actually allowed to put footage of this up on YouTube. I suspect I probably am. But yeah, that has been my Velaster experience. Unfortunate bug with the shield at the start, but fixed within an hour or so. So, you know, impressed with this. This is shaping up. It's certainly not ready for release. You know, we've got some real, you know, jank in terms of hitboxes and reactivity and so on and so forth. But there's clearly a vision here. There's clearly a vision, and the performance, apart from the, I've forgotten to turn the frame graph on, haven't I? It feels smoother than it was previously. Thanks for watching, folks. I'm going to go and have a lie down now because, as I said, I'm feeling rotten. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. Stay fabulous. If you were a backer of the Velaster or Velaster, whichever it is, I don't know. I really should find out. Have you tried this demo? What did you think of it? Because, as I said, it is exclusive to Kickstarter backers. Let me know. Were you a backer? What do you think? Impressed? Not impressed? Enthusiastic about the camera switching thing? Even if you haven't backed it and you've watched me play it, what did you think? Is that a cool gimmick, or am I getting excited over nothing? Have a great day. Cheerio. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.